hated or gifted we are that determines what we become. It's about how much work we put into developing our skills, what we believe in. But first, we must see it. We must believe in it and go after it. Remember David? There was Goliath. Remember Daniel? There was Nebuchadnezzar. Remember Moses? There was the Red Sea. Remember MLK Jr.? Remember Nelson Mandela? Remember the Mahatma Gandhi? Yes. For each one there are trials. There was appetite. There was segregation. There was suppression. There was civil rights struggle. And a struggle towards independence of their people against injustice and suppression. Like I said. So when you look in the mirror, the point is when you look in the mirror, what do you see? And that's our topic of the day. What do you see? What do you see? That's our topic of the day. But first, like I always say, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please click the button right there. Subscribe. Click all so that each time we produce something, it will get to you. First, you have to do the right thing. The proverb of the day. Take a look at it. Yes. You do not have to be tall to see the moon. Yes. You do not have to be tall to see the moon. Our ancestors got it right. Think about it. It's all in the heart. But first, did you know? Take a look at that. Take a look at that. Like we always say, that the Kemites of North Africa invented paper, alphabet, ink, and pen. Yes, did you know? So that the next time anyone becomes so forgetful to ask you what your people have contributed to civilization, please calmly remind the person that besides mathematics, navigation, physics, astrology, yes, I said it, astrology and philosophy, in fact, every technology that exists today emanated from Africa. For instance, the greatest of all inventions, paper, the alphabet, ink, and pen were invented in Africa. Yes, take a look at that. I'm sure you know about Johannes Gutenberg. Of course, you know about mines in Germany. But did you know the Kemites? Yes, the Kemites of Northern Africa discovered the need for something other than the stone to write upon. Therefore, they invented the paper from stripes of papyrus reed. Yes, the word paper. Yes, look it up. The word paper was derived from the word papyrus. It's a Kemetic word that originally meant that which belongs to the house. The ink was made from a combination of vegetable gum, soot, and water. This played the most important role in uplifting the advancement of civilization, a greater role than many other intellectual inventions in the history of humankind. Right there. Did you know? Yes. The world will be so quick to tell you about Mainz. We know Gutenberg. We know they invented the printing press. But did you know Africa invented paper, ink, pen that you use in writing today? So civilization itself is yours. Yes, this is DIASPORA. We say this to help our kids. Regardless of how they treat you, you get to hold on to history. That, yes, your ancestors did the best they could so that the world will grow. Did you know? Like I always say, click subscribe to our YouTube channel and you'll be glad you did. Be part of the struggle. Like I said, very soon we'll go on Patreon so that you help me as best as you can so that we can bring as much interviews as you want. Again, okay, we've told you about the proverb of the day and we told you about the Kemites of Africa. And did you know? Now let's go to the topic itself. So like I said, what do you see? Yes, the issue is what do you see when you look in the mirror? Do you see a lion? That's a winner. Do you see a wolf? That's a hunter. Or do you see a sheep? As meat? Or do you see a lamb as worthy of sacrifice? Do you run or do you attack? That's what makes the difference of the winner. You think Usain Bolt, when he looks at other people lined up, ready to go, that he's afraid? Winners know themselves when they get out of the starting block. Remember, the same Goliath. Everybody saw him differently. Saul, the king, saw Goliath. The entire Israeli army saw Goliath. But the same Goliath, yes, David saw him differently. David saw him differently. And David pronounced him dead even while he was alive. That's the kind of attitude you go into the year. That's the kind of attitude you go into your life. Yes, remember Moses? He saw Canaan from afar, but he did not get into it. But remember Jacob? Jacob did not see Canaan, but he told his children by faith to take his bones into Canaan. What do you see? That's the point. That is the point. What do you see yourself as when you look in the mirror, my brother? When you look in the mirror, tell me. It's not how big, it's not how tall, it's not how intimidating. Yes, LeBron James is LeBron James. He's 6'9", look him up. Yes, but guess what? He trains his body. He worked for it. Just like Dennis Rodman. Just as Kobe Bryant. Just Isaiah Thomas. Look at Isaiah Thomas. God, go. Look at Nats Robinson. Where are they? Look at them. Look at them. Look at Steve Kerr. Look at Ivan Iverson. Yeah, the answer. It's in the heart. Yes. We're talking about NBA guys, man. The same thing with life. The issue is, what do you see when you look in the mirror? Dennis Rodman did not look at how big he was or how small. He was called a worm. Yes, Dennis Rodman was called a worm. But look at what the worm did in history. They all went to work. They made it happen because they saw it first. You got to see your success first before it comes to you. They went to work. They believed. Just like Ray Barrett would say, that attitude, is a choice. Happiness is a choice. Giving is a choice. Respect is a choice. Whatever you choose, whatever choice you make, makes you. So choose wisely, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, choose wisely. Life is not happening to you. Life is simply responding to you. Yes, it's responding to you. Because as we know, 90% is how. 19% of life. Life is 10% about what happens to you, but 90% of how we react to it. That is why when you look into the mirror, you gotta see a winner. You gotta see a winner. Look at Vivisic, for example. The only disability in life for you is a bad attitude. Bad attitude. With a good attitude, because you look in the mirror, you tell yourself this is what you're going to do, and that's the way it's going to be. Why do I say this? I know, because there was a time in my life I was begging for one day, not 1 week. Yes, I was actually, every single day I'll put it on the wall like prisoners. Yes, take a look at that. Every day in Iraq I was putting one day. So now when I see people cry about the sun, the snow, the ice, I weep with gratitude to God. Yes, what do you see? Go to shout outs. Take a look at that. Take a look at that. Yes, our shout out today is to Dr. Alexa Irene Kennedy. Yes, from Detroit, Michigan, USA. Yes. She's the first African American woman neurosurgeon in the United States. She was from Detroit, Michigan, and studied medicine at the University of Michigan, just like Dr. Ben Carson, also from Detroit, Michigan, who at 33 years old became the youngest chief of pediatric neurosurgery in the United States. Yes, look at him. But guess what? Dr. Kennedy was drawn into caring for children. She took a fellowship at pediatric neurosurgery at Children's Hospital in Philadelphia and earned her certificate from the American Board of Neurological Surgery in 1984 as the first American woman to do so. Did you know? Yes, did you know? Look at her. Congratulations, Dr. Irene Kennedy. Like I always say, I'm a motivational speaker. If you look up, you see my information. Get in touch with me. I'm very glad to sit down, touch one-on-one with you. But ladies and gentlemen, please, when you look in the mirror, what do you see? A lamb or a lion? I'd like you to roar. I believe in you. You do well. Emeka is my name. Have a